Sometimes you just want to get away from it all and surround yourself with nature. Well, you don't have to get on a plane or even take a long road trip.
We're lucky to have so many wild spaces to visit in western Pennsylvania, and Boaz found one of them today. He is at Raccoon Creek State Park in Beaver County. And we were just talking about how much we love this place, but not many people know all that you can find there, Boaz.
Oh my gosh, there's so much to do here, and I am here at the Wildflower Reserve. And so this is a more formal area, but there's so much in bloom here. There's this fall sunflower, and did you know we have a native cactus to western Pennsylvania, this prickly pear, which is blooming. It has these cool yellow flowers. There's this beautiful geranium over here. We've got milkweed over here, and we haven't actually gotten to the wildflower meadow, which is over here. And we're meeting up with John, who's a resource ranger over here. And we're here a little early, honestly, because all this is going to really be blooming in August, right?
Correct. Yep. We have two blooms here at the park. One is in late April to early May.
And that's more in the woods when you have all the trillium and stuff like that. And I think we've got some photos of all the blooms. And not only that, Heather and Scott are resident bird lovers. There's also a lot of cool birds that come to the area.
Absolutely, yeah. Two of the biggest birds people are seeking out at this park are two birds of prey, the osprey and the bald eagle. We don't have any nesting in the park, but there are actually a few that come down to the lake, swoop down. You can see them trying to catch fish every now and again, which is pretty cool.
And so come August, this will all be like purple, ablaze in purple
Correct.
blooms.
Yep, there's a lot of ironweed, a lot of joe pye weed, that like pinkish purple color. So it's pretty cool to check out in August.
And I want to pop in here. This is the interpretive center where we don't have any live critters.
Correct. Yep.
But we are going to see some taxidermied critters that can give us an idea of the kind of animals that call Raccoon Creek home. Well, first of all, I think we got to pop over here and see your namesake raccoon over here looking ferocious and adorable at the same time somehow. I wish I could pull off that look.
Yeah. Yeah, the raccoon, a lot of people don't know they're actually super intelligent.
Yeah.
We get a few problems in the campground if people aren't properly storing their food when they're out here camping. They can actually retain information on how to do a process for 2 to 3 years. So if they figure out how to open up one cooler, they might be opening up the same cooler like that for the next few years.
Oh my gosh, sometimes I struggle with opening a cooler. Raccoons are smarter than me. And I want to head over here, which is your taxidermy zoo of animals that live in this area. First of all, okay, red fox. I believe that mink. I didn't know mink live around here. And also, they're so cute, but look at those sharp teeth.
Yeah.
Have you seen mink around here?
Yeah, actually down at the Raccoon Creek, right behind the Wildflower Reserve here, I have come across the mink.
And they're beavers as well?
Yep, beavers. We have a few beavers here. Pretty neat creature. Their front teeth, you can kind of see they have that orange color on the front. It's because they have a higher iron content in the front of their teeth than their back. So when they're chewing on wood, it helps to make a natural chisel in those front incisors there.
And I want to run over here for a second, and this large black bear. And so you haven't seen a black bear, but you've seen signs of black bear.
Correct, yes. Yep, we've seen scat. We found scat up at Doakfield, which is a large meadow area within the park there. I haven't come across the black bear myself, and even current park staff that have been here for a few years, they've said it's been a few years since they've had any actual sightings within the park.
Yeah, and this part of the park sort of dates back to the 20s. That's when people started preserving it?
Correct, yep. The initial group that was here at the park was the Hickory Club. They kind of founded and established this area in the late 20s. It wasn't until about the 40s that they sold the area off to the Western Pennsylvania Conservancy. A lot of the members of the club were getting a little bit older. They were worried about the future preservation of the area, so they wanted to sell the area off to make sure that it would be preserved for future generations.
Well, we're so glad they did. There's obviously so much to see here, and we've just scraped the surface. So if you will bear with me, we'll be back a little later, and we're going to show you some of the aquatic activities you can do here.
Okay. I didn't know that beaver had like the orange. I didn't know the why.
Me neither. And I also had no idea mink were local. We just learned so much, Boaz. Keep it coming.
The cactus was also very cool. I was shocked, excited, and in awe.
I'm sure there will be a cactus off in no time.
Okay.
Thanks so much,
Plants are so
Boaz.
thrilling.
I know, right?
They are.
Well, you can see the most blooms at the Wildflower Reserve from April through early May, and then again in August through early September. We're going to have a link with more information on our website.
It is Getaway Week, but we're also sharing the good things happening right here in the Steel City. Tressa is here to share some of the awesome contributions being made by our own hometown heroes. That's next.